Yeah, I'll tell you what, Bryce, it is a gorgeous day. We're going to have plenty of sunshine across the entire state. So if you're heading out for a weekend getaway, your travel is looking good. And it's going to be a warm weekend ahead. Then we could have some active weather next week. And remember, next week is Thanksgiving, so I'll get more into depth on that in just a second. But right now, the national view is quiet. High pressure still dominating much of the eastern half of the country, including the entire southeast. And temperatures, they're warming up quickly. We're already at 56 in Greenville, so you probably can leave the jacket behind this morning. And as for Greenwood, nearly 60 degrees. Winds are coming out of the south. That's bringing in warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico. So the humidity going to be a little bit higher, but still low overall today. And temperatures are a little bit cooler out to our east. Tupelo, Kosciuszko, Columbus ranging from the upper 40s to lower 50s, while many of us here in the Delta are well on our way to the 60-degree mark. So as we fast forward a couple of days, because Friday and Saturday, well, they're going to be quiet. We're going to have a cold front coming through Sunday, however. It's going to be pushing into some pretty dry air. We're going to see some cloud cover, maybe a few sprinkles, but right now the rain chances aren't looking all that high. But again, there will be a couple of showers around. This front's going to push all the way to the Gulf, setting up for a pretty chilly start to the week, only topping out in the 60s. And then when we go into Tuesday, that's when we really start to eye to our west. We're going to have a pretty strong storm system developing out in the southern plains. This is going to push in our general direction. So late Tuesday, it's going to be knocking on our doorstep. And notice this yellow right here. That's the model trying to pick up on heavier precipitation, oftentimes thunderstorm activity. So this is something we're going to watch as we go into the overnight hours into early Wednesday. That looks to be the highest impact. Now, there are models that are a little offbeat on the timing, but right now, Tuesday night to Wednesday, you really need to watch those days closely. And remember, those are two huge travel days across the U.S. So if you're traveling out, just use caution. You may be dealing with some stronger storms, maybe even some heavy rain. So that's something to keep in mind. But fortunately, this is going to move pretty quickly. And as we head through Thursday morning, which is Thanksgiving, things are going to be chilly, but it looks like we're going to have that sunshine return, which is definitely good news. Now, this forecast will tweak a little bit over the next little bit, so continue to stay updated, but it does look like we're going to have a pretty active pattern coming by the end of the month. That's going to keep the rain chances here in the Delta. You know, it's been dry for several weeks now, so we could use a little bit of rain, but we can go without the severe weather. But as of now, severe threats look pretty low during this next rain event. As for a high temperature trend, mid-70s through this weekend, cooling down briefly for your Monday, and then going right back into above average temperatures next week. And our average high is 63 this time of the year. So 70s, that's about 10, 15 degrees above average, which is nice, but you know, if you like the cooler weather, you're going to have to wait a little bit, because through the end of the month, we're trending above average, which means more 70-degree days, which I'm sure many of you probably not complaining about that. But again, one last look at that Thanksgiving outlook. Isolated thunderstorms and some heavy rain possible Tuesday night into Wednesday. That looks to be the best time frame as of now. A few isolated strong storms can't be possible. It looks like the best conditions for stronger storms are going to stay to our south. But again, this forecast can change, so continue to keep updated. And it looks like we're going to clear out just in time for Thanksgiving Day. But again, travel could have some issues there. Today, we're looking at highs of 76, mostly sunny and comfortable area-wide. If you're traveling out for a weekend getaway, we're looking at 70s from Nashville to Montgomery, a few clouds, 75 in Jackson, 74 in New Orleans, and cooler off to the east. So overall, the southeast looking good if you're traveling regionally. And by tonight, lows of 53, mostly clear skies, and overnight lows may dip into the 40s along the I-55 corridor, but for the most part, we're going to be in the low to mid-50s. And by tomorrow, 76, a few passing clouds, warm. In your next 7 days shaping up like this, a couple of showers possible Sunday. Overall, pretty low chance of rain, starting off cooler next week. But as we head into the middle of the week, which is big travel days, we're going to have to watch that closely, Bryce, for the potential for a couple of storms.